Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty. I'm back with another Power Book Full Force Season 3 Theory and Prediction video. The topic of today's Theory and Prediction video is Tommy decides to work with Miguel after the Serbs join Claudia and the Irish and become a force that forces, pun intended, Tommy and Miguel to work together in the first place. Why? Because they become a threat too big for either individual to deal with individually. Okay, now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you guys the scenarios in which this could take place. I'm going to explain to you guys why I feel like Claudia is still alive and why people are overlooking the extra threat because it hasn't exactly been shown in the teaser, which is the Irish and how we're not done with Walter Flynn's family, okay? This video is going to be another banger. Go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. Okay, so the basis of this theory is this. We now know beyond a shadow of a doubt that Tommy and Miguel will end up working together, right? And they will have ops that they are actively looking for and wanting to kill. So with that being said, the question is, what causes them to work together? Now, because Tommy has suffered the loss of a violent murder of 3 of his previous lovers on the show, I'm leaning on the side right now that Maria does not get murdered. Because the first initial assumption would be the Serbs or somebody, they kill Maria, and then Tommy and Miguel link up together, right? Maybe they hurt Maria. Maybe Maria gets shot, something like that. But killed? No, right? So if Maria lives, the question is, or even if Maria never even gets shot, that's what I really want to base this theory on. Maria's safe somewhere, but what would still cause Tommy and Miguel to have to link up and really have to deal with these ops, right? It would not be necessarily the Serbs by themselves. So what would cause them to link up? And I think Claudia's still alive, and we still have people from Walter Flynn's family to deal with. So if they come in and then they form an alliance with the Serbs, this then creates a major problem where now there's a lot of people involved, and for whatever reason, they get into it with Miguel and his people, and I will expound on that. But the main reason is they go in at Tommy, and it's too much for Tommy to handle, which is why Tommy ends up calling Tariq, which is why Tommy ends up dealing with Miguel, and it seems like him dealing with Miguel is not going to be enough unless there's a brand new threat at the end of the season that Tommy has to deal with. But because we don't have enough information on that, let's base it on all of this going on around the same time and having to deal with the same people at the same time, right? So for starters, let's address Claudia and where the Irishmen come back into place and how they not making it a main thing for us to see in a teaser, but it's still very much possible. Now, what we seen, right? What we seen at the end of Force, Season 2, is that Claudia ends up getting set up to be stabbed, right? Claudia gets stabbed. We see her fall to the ground. We do not see, right, her die. We do not see her take her last breath. We do not see her dead body in the coroners or none of that, which we often see a lot within the Power universe. Like, for example, Kanan. We didn't see it with Ghost, but that's a story for another time, right? But we did not see her dead body, her dead, cold, pale, hot white body, right? Because the woman that plays Claudia is smoking hot. We all know that, right? Every time a woman is smoking hot in Power, y'all gonna hear me say it, right? But we did not necessarily see her die. Now, another thing that people are overlooking, which I never forgot, even though I didn't even go back and watch season 2 of Force yet, but I specifically remember Vic Flynn and Claudia Flynn having a conversation about their family and what's going on with the Irish, and one of them mentioned that they have an uncle. Why would they mention they have an uncle? That means this person is very dangerous, okay? We're not done with what's going on with the Irishmen. They would not be as powerful of a force, pun intended, as they were presented to be within the show if we've seen them and the most that they could do is what we've already seen and how they've already been decimated by Tommy. There is more danger to come from them. Way more danger. So with that being said, when we understand that Claudia is alive, Claudia knows that her brother is a rat. So Claudia's still alive, she's able to make some phone calls. So if she's able to make some phone calls, now she gets to call her favorite uncle, right? Her favorite uncle, who we're probably going to find out saying, hey, I always knew you was more built than your pussy ass brother anyway. Your brother's a rat and he killed your father? And he killed your father? Okay, so we coming to get him. Which makes that another option of someone who's going to kill Vic. We have not seen the official trailer yet for Book 4 Force, Season 3. So we might end up seeing this brand new Irish person, and this person will end up being one of the Flynns, right? Whether his name is like Keith Flynn, Toby Flynn, or something like that. But it's not over for the Irishman. So now they're going to have to be strategic. Claudia will be behind bars. She will know that once Vic dies, right, she will be able to walk free if she can still walk. Hopefully she's not paralyzed or nothing like that, right? She'll be able to walk free. But we still have the threat of Tommy. So now, the Irishmen, they thinking, okay, so how do we defeat them? They do their research. They talk to Claudia. They understand that Claudia knows that Tommy is at war with the Serbs, and he may or may not be beefing with the cartel. But here's the thing. What if by the time they come and they try to make a move, Tommy and Miguel, they already squashed their thing. Maria already got them to squash it. So now we have the Serbs now. And now there's an enemy of, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? If they were even enemies first. But anyways, they will be looking at an angle to destroy Tommy, knowing that Tommy can have an alliance with Miguel and Miguel's people. So they decide as the Irishmen gangsters to get with the Serbs. So now with the Serbs, they link up, they start creating havoc, and they do something. And this is why you have Tommy and Miguel linking up. They looking for people. Tommy and Miguel will not know yet that the Serbs have made an alliance with the people in Ireland, Dublin, or whatever the hell, right? They're not going to know that this big threat, which would be Walter Flynn's uncle, is around and he's causing stuff to happen, right? Sidebar, because I just thought about it. What if the mob that's associated with Joe Proctor, they come in, instead of the Irish people, it is them causing havoc? That would be insane. That would be crazy, but but it's more likely that Claudia and the Irishmen are doing that as a way to connect season 2 with season 3 and let everybody know that it's not over. But either way, the people in Ireland, they link up with the Serbs, they cause damage. Maybe, maybe not, they kill Maria. Maybe, maybe not, they kill Vic by the end of the season. But either way, all hell breaks loose. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's God given. That's touched by an ink. That's on the dome, nigga.